With so many colors, varieties, and sizes, peppers are one of the trickiest vegetables to harvest at the right time. In this video, I'm going to share all 6 prime pepper picking times to help you decide when to harvest, as well as tips on how to harvest and store them. Hi guys, I'm April from Resprout. Like and subscribe for more garden tips and tutorials from my suburban front yard garden where I help you garden like a boss. The first situation you may want to harvest is when you find a damaged pepper. Fruits can get damaged from insects or birds, from cracking, an accidental impact, and sometimes it's just a mystery. If you leave a damaged pepper attached to the plant, it will rot from the damaged location outwards, so use it or lose it. I usually cut out the damaged part and use it or freeze it on the same day. Or if the damage is really minor, I'll bring it inside and let it ripen on the counter. Next, you might pick your peppers based on your preferred size. Peppers can be harvested and eaten at any size. If you know how you're going to cook with them, you can harvest them at that size. We eat a lot of stuffed peppers, and I chop peppers up for stir fries, sautés, and salads, so I like to harvest them as big as possible. Like this one is almost ready, but it's not quite a big handful yet. So I'm gonna say let's leave this one for another couple days and see how it goes. This one's also pretty big, but if you want something to snack on, smaller ones may be fine. What's your favorite way to enjoy bell peppers? Share your recipes down in the comments. Color is a third reason you might want to harvest. Many varieties of bell peppers change color as they mature, which usually indicates a sweeter pepper. Definitely give your pepper variety a taste test at different colors to see what you like best. I usually save the green peppers for Greek recipes and salads, and the red ones for Mexican and sautés. One of my favorites, King of the North bell pepper from High Mowing Seeds, matures from green to red. Stoplight pepper varieties will go through a yellow phase in between. Peppers can come in a huge array of colors like orange, lime green, and even purple. Make sure you check the seed packet so you know the color timeline.
So this one right here is pretty big. It's about the size of my hand. You could also see that it's starting to change colors over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one.
Your first frost date is another important time to harvest. If you don't get your peppers harvested by the first frost, they will become frost damaged. Basically discolored, mushy, and possibly completely ruined depending on how cold it got. Even if you get them picked right after and the frost was light, they are not going to last long in storage as a result of the cold. So keep an eye on frost dates for your area and make sure your peppers are harvested and safely stored before then. Another way to choose your harvest time is to use the date on your seed packet. Some peppers will have dates listed for green peppers and for colored peppers, while other varieties may just list a single date. You can use a calendar app to remind yourself when to harvest, or use our garden planning spreadsheet to predict your harvest date. Just enter the date you planted your seeds, and a predicted harvest date will be calculated based on the days to maturity and when you planted. How cool is that? Keep in mind that the dates to maturity on a seed packet are for best case growing conditions. So if you've had pests, shade, drought, or anything else, you might need to extend the date. Another situation you might want to harvest is, believe it or not, when the peppers are too ripe for saving seeds. The pepper should be in full color and the flesh should be on the soft side, not firm like the crunch you may prefer for a salad. Make sure your pepper variety is open pollinated and not a hybrid. It should say it on the seed package. You'll also want to avoid growing other types of sweet or hot peppers nearby. Those can cross-pollinate and give different flavors to seeds, even making your bell peppers hot. If your peppers are cross-pollinated or hybrid, your next generation of seeds won't be true to the original pepper. If you're new to saving seeds, peppers are one of the easiest to start with. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see a pepper seed saving tutorial. Regardless of when you decide to harvest peppers, it's important to harvest them at the right time of day. Morning is ideal, but make sure the fruit has had time to dry from the dew first. Excess moisture can cause rotting issues in storage. Avoid rainy days and allow 24 hours after rain to give the peppers time to dry. This will ensure your peppers are crispy, juicy, and store well. Another tip, do not pull your peppers. You are either going to damage the pepper or the plant. Ask me how I know this. Use a set of pruning shears to cut the stem cleanly from the plant. So you don't want to pull, you want to cut. Just leave a little bit of stem at the top of the pepper. Once you've harvested your peppers, wash and dry them and store them in the refrigerator. I use these handy hotel pans for all my produce, but you can also use a cloth bag or store them loose. If you want your peppers to continue changing colors, you can store them on the counter. For long-term storage, peppers can be sliced and frozen. The biggest and prettiest ones I like to slice in half and freeze them for stuffed peppers. Or I'll make bags of chopped peppers for the freezer. Using a dehydrator is really great if you're short on freezer space or if you use peppers in soups, stews, and chili like I do. One thing I have not tried is pickling, which I am super excited to. If anyone's pickled peppers before, drop us your recipe down in the comments and let us know how you use them. I hope this video helped you out. Remember to sign up for my email newsletter for more garden resources. And keep gardening like a boss, and I'll see you guys soon.